This is massive music. Njengamanje ngihleli nosisi omuhle intokazi Ayanda Jiya. Sawubona maji.
Sawubona.
Kunjani?
Ngiyaphila njani.
Before I get into my interview,
Right.
Hello, can everybody see how this beautiful lady is looking?
Thank you so much.
This is what you do when you come to a massive music interview.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate
You've
that.
been on massive music before, right?
Yes, with Sir
You're
LSG.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're performing with Sir LSG.
Right.
You're performing house.
Yes.
But before we get to that,
Yeah.
you are an R&B singer.
Yes, that's true.
How is the acceptance of being an R&B singer in South Africa? Because internationally, I know you're huge.
Okay, yeah. Well, South Africa, well, you know, ever since TK passed on, you know, so R&B has been a very hard genre to crack into,
Yes.
you know, in the country. So for them to adjust, I mean, it was a long gap, you know. So I've tried. So far, so good. So
good.
yeah, I'm looking forward to how this album, my new album that's going to come out, how they're going to respond to it. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you think, though, Abantu are not really responding to R&B as opposed to hip-hop and your other genres like boom and amapiano?
I think because there's a consistency when it comes to those genres in the country, and those are the most major big ones.
Yes.
You know, so R&B is still a kind of foreign thing, and besides, it's also an international thing. So we have artists that are R&B from outside coming in. You know, so it's very indigenous, for lack of a better word, to actually find South African artists who does R&B. There's a couple coming out, like a couple of us coming out now. So hopefully, you know, people will adjust to us as to every other genre. Yeah.
You were here, no Sir LSG,
Yeah.
a performer, you set the stage on fire.
Right.
And then the house audience was like, hey, wazala.
Yeah.
How has that been?
I'm very experimental when it comes to sound and music. I always want to find out how far I can go when it comes to my vocal ability. So house is another you know, genre I really wanted to try. Soulful especially.
Yes.
I really love deep house. So anything like with melody and stuff like that, that's the kind of house I like. So it was really a very interesting approach, you know.
So it wasn't a hectic jump?
Not even, and it was very smooth sailing because, you know, there was an understanding as well
Yes.
when it comes to the genre. So yeah.
Someone tells me
Yes.
you're collaborating with Ralph Gum on his new album. Is
It's
it true?
very true, yes.
It's true. That's legendary status.
Yes,
You're dealing
very.
with legends. How does
I've
that
already
feel?
done a song with him, with Joseph Jr.
Yes.
That was the very first song that came out, and then now there's a couple more that's going to come out with him. It was a huge honor actually
beautiful.
to have Ralph. I even asked me to do a song with. I was like, well, yes,
That
why not?
is-
You know, so yeah.
That is beautiful and
Thank
exciting.
you. Thank
Speaking of beautiful and exciting, you
Right.
took out a song yesterday. Your album is coming out.
Yes.
But your first release was with Aries, Falling for You.
Yeah,
Tell
that
me a
is
little
my
bit
new
about
single with Reese from my new album, I Understand. It finally
Yes.
comes out this year, the middle of the year. So I'm very, very excited about it. And the response that I got yesterday was amazing.
The blogs are going
Crazy. It was
crazy.
beautiful. I really enjoyed that. Yeah,
That's
people are, you know, people are very supportive, so I'm appreciating that.
Before we close it off, your album, tell me a little bit more about it before we close.
It's called I Understand.
When is it coming out?
Mid-June.
Mid-June. What can we expect from it?
A bit of everything, really. Like I said, I'm very experimental when it comes to sound. So a little bit of R&B, hip hop, the works. So everybody will see.
Everything
Yeah.
in it. Thank
Everything
you
in one.
so much for joining
Thank you
us.
for
And I think
having
people
me.
should look out for you.
Yeah.